Got it. Is he doing a play?
Before I begin my speech, I would like to address and welcome the Director of Education, Mr. Romeo. Thank you very much for being present for our performance. Now, without further ado, honored guests, parents, teachers, friends, students, class of 2024, everyone else, welcome. As some of you may know, my name is Aiden Israel, proud RMC student, valedictorian, prom king somehow, and someone with more than a few quirks. I am proud to present to all of you the world's first valedictorian speech written entirely by AI. And no, I don't mean a computer. You know? There's been a lot of unprecedented events that have happened in our world since we started at RMC back in grade 9, and I know that it's affected a lot of you very personally. And I also know how difficult it must have been for many of you to stay resilient in the face of uncertainty and fear. Well, I'm more than happy to say that we're all still here, and at least mostly in one piece, and that's real. Can you believe that only a few years ago, you didn't know what the person sitting next to you looked like since we were all stuck wearing masks? So go ahead, look beside you. Look to your best friends and reminisce about how much justice those masks did you, because, I'm joking. We're all beautiful, unique, and special. Seriously though, it's been a crazy time. We were just relaxing, living our lives, and bam! Quarantine, pandemic. But we pulled through. We all pulled through together and popped out the other side. And if that doesn't deserve applause, I truly do not know what does. Okay, I have to be honest for a minute. Our collective experience with high school was, well, different than those who came before us. Mainly because of COVID. For one, we managed to be totally free of exams for our first 2 years. But when those exams came back, they hit us like a freight train. And frankly, I'm not sure if we all bounced back from that hit. Another thing, remember octomesters? The same class, the same month, all day, for a month straight. Some of us can't sit in class for an hour without doing their best Sleeping Beauty impression. How do we live through that? So let me tell you one thing. In our time at RMC, no stronger friendships were formed than in those octomester classrooms. When we spend a month with the same dozen people all day, every day, fresh from another school, we come to know them and build great connections with them that have lasted all the way to today. In a way, we should be thankful for that time for forging some phenomenal friendships. As the saying goes, every cloud has a silver lining. All right, I'm done rambling on about the pandemic. Let me speak about our other pandemic, the birth of modern AI. For some of us, ChatGPT, Quillbot, and Photomath were our tutors. And thanks to this AI, all your kids are graduating. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but seriously, it's a big deal. It has its benefits, like last minute finishing and handing in that project didn't do on time. It also has its cons, such as most likely failing your project after it's a bit too well. Probably brought up some bad memories, but what I think most about is our future teachers, future lawyers, future doctors, whatever, that will be taught by Professor GPT. Imagine, if you will, you're lying down for your brain surgery, for example, when you look across the room to the surgeon's screen and see him typing in how to remove brain tumor into ChatGPT just before you go unconscious. Terrifying! Of course, we all learn from our mistakes, right? Now show fun. Moving on, let's revisit some more of the fun parts of our high school experience. For you athletic types, we had all those sports teams, not that I would know firsthand. From what I've heard, it's been a pretty good year for us. We finally got all our sports teams up and running again in all seasons, rebounding from the days of COVID restrictions. We also won a city championship for basketball and had some stellar performances in the Wausau and Officer track competitions. Impressive. We also have a fitness club and pickleball club this year, so even more opportunities for our school athletes. Well, for my fellow nerds and less athletic types, we had a few things too. We had board game club, nice. We had music club, which is such wonderful chaos. For the super nerds, we did tutoring in the Math Help Center to help out other students sometimes, or if we needed help ourselves, we could go there for that too. And how about book club? You might have done some cool stuff this year. You got a chance to talk to the authors of the books you guys read. That's awesome. There was also prom. Prom was a blast too, but I'll keep my mouth shut as to what I'm sure a lot of us definitely didn't get up to afterwards. Most recently, we had our arts night, which was very nice, where the artists of RMC, the music club, and the dance company finally got to show off their stuff. We've had a few culture fests too. Whoever came with those, good idea, they're great. Whole bunch of food from across the globe, everyone fancied up in their finest linens. And dance lessons? I mean, I'd say I'm a pretty confident guy, but busting a move as the whole school watches is a whole nother level. We've also had a few fundraisers added here and there too, and those usually seem to turn out well, whether they're food drives, charity soccer games, or dances. Of course, all the best parts of these clubs, sports, and events come from the students and the people engaging in them, but they couldn't have happened at all, at least with a little help from our teachers and staff at RMC. Therefore, I would like to take this moment to thank them for everything that they have done. All right, I'm going to tone down the jokes and humor now and turn a bit more serious. I could keep it up, but I won't. First, above all things, we made it. I cannot stress that enough. We made it. Every single one of us made it. We made it through the tough times of turmoil together, and we made it through our own personal struggles. Maybe you struggled with your grades. Maybe you struggled with your relationships. Maybe you struggled with something more personal, and maybe you still do. But today, celebrate. Celebrate, for today is the day for your achievements to be recognized. Celebrate, for today you begin the next chapter of your life. Be it college, university, an apprenticeship, a gap year, going back to RMC for one more year, or none of those. A new chapter begins today. But let us not forget that with the start of one chapter, a different chapter must come to an end. A bittersweet end. Today may be the final day that you'll see most of the people that have made up the last 4 years of your life, or even longer. Some of the friends you've made, gone. Some of the teachers that changed your life, gone. Some of the people you didn't like quite so much, good riddance. But let us not forget any of them. Everyone we've met has shaped our lives in some way. Remember the moments you've shared. Remember the good times that we've had. Heck, remember the worst moments you've had, because they all helped to make you, you. You, the individual, one of a kind. Embrace your future, but never forget your roots and those who watered you so that you could grow. Thank your parents for raising you to be the person you are today. Thank your friends for changing how you see the world. Thank everyone you've ever met. They've all played a part in shaping you. As corny as it may be, it really does take a village to raise a child. I have nothing left to tell you except for the words of encouragement that I have told many of you time and time again. Ayo, good luck, y'all. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.